"It's going to be rough," admits Kaleb Cooper as he opens up about difficult Clarkson's Farm Series 4. Storms have ravaged the 1,000-acre site, and Kaleb is fuming about it. Kaleb Cooper has admitted that the upcoming series of Clarkson's Farm might be a difficult watch. The famous farm manager has been filming the fourth outing of the hit Amazon Prime Video show. Kaleb, 26, is known for his essential role on Jeremy Clarkson's 1,000-acre Oxfordshire farm. The entertainment show follows the former Top Gear presenter as he tries to run diddly squat in Chipping Norton. Viewers have both laughed and cried as they struggle to deal with issues that arise. Storylines have so far included disagreements with the council, the farm shop becoming too popular, and the deaths of animals, such as his beloved heifer named Pepper. However, spots of torrential rain have wreaked utter havoc on the farm, as it severely impacted their ability to plant and sustain crops. Kaleb has been no stranger to posting bleak updates, and he was recently left fuming by the damp conditions. Now he's posted yet another note to fans following the recent torrential downpour. Taking to his Instagram story, the farmer warned it will be a difficult watch as they have had a rough time filming the show. It seems that the farm has been struggling for months after rain ravaged the Oxfordshire land. The Diddly Squat Farm Shop posted an update on the conditions in June as they warned of a rough year ahead. An aerial shot of the flooded land was posted on the grid page of the official account. They wrote in the caption, "It's going to be a rough year. All that seed sowed, drowned with the constant rain." Kaleb also gave fans a close look at the exact problems the business was facing after he attempted to take to the sludgy fields. He was inside one of the high tractors as he tried to maneuver the machinery on the slippery ground. As the wipers tried to clean off the large windscreen, he couldn't help but raise his voice in anger. He exclaimed, "It's so wet, how much more rain can we have?" The best series on Amazon Prime. The best movies on Amazon Prime. But it's not all bad news, as viewers will get to see inside Jeremy Clarkson's new £1 million Cotswolds pub. In June, The Sun columnist previously revealed he purchased the business, near Burford. Although he said it may not be open until 2025, he got behind the unfinished bar to serve pints to punters watching the final Euros game in a surprise move. Footage surfaced on social media, and it seemed that he looked right at home, albeit surrounded by boxes, as the locals geared up for the anticipated match. Talking to the camera, he said, "Well, we've accidentally opened our pub before it's finished." Kaleb Cooper leaks spoilers for Series 4 of Clarkson's Farm. "We really don't need this." Jeremy Clarkson's right-hand man Kaleb Cooper has accidentally leaked how the next series of Clarkson's Farm could end. For the past few years, the former Top Gear presenter has been working hard on Diddly Squat Farm in Chipping Norton, with varying degrees of success. As his Amazon show, Clarkson's Farm, has documented, it has been incredibly difficult for him to make any sort of profit, mirroring the plight of farmers across the UK. Cooper has become somewhat of a celebrity thanks to his role in the show, as the 26-year-old farmer represents the next generation in British agriculture. But following a challenging conclusion to Series 3, Cooper has inadvertently spilled the beans on what is yet to come in Series 4. Taking to social media, he said, "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season. We really don't need this rain after the summer we have had." The Met Office seems to agree, forecasting torrential rain for large parts of the country. This is likely to lead to localized flooding, slower travel times, and a small chance that homes and businesses could be flooded, the Met Office added. Some of the heavy rain may be accompanied by lightning, bringing a further hazard. The end of each series of Clarkson's Farm tends to focus on the harvest, with Season 4 likely to be no different. With the weather already causing problems this summer, Diddly Squat and countless other farms across the country could wind up struggling to make ends meet. Clarkson's Farm star warns Diddly Squat might be in for an interesting and difficult season. Clarkson's Farm star Kaleb Cooper has warned fans that Diddly Squat might be facing a difficult season ahead. Cooper has been working hard with the Grand Tour's Jeremy Clarkson to build up Diddley Squat together on their Amazon Prime show since bursting onto the streaming service in 2021. The fan-favorite show has had its ups and downs over the years, from council bureaucracy battles to losing much-loved animals, and now it seems the Oxfordshire farm is in for its next big challenge. Strictly Come Dancing pro Graziano Di Prima confirms he's been axed from upcoming series. Read his full statement here. Fans delighted as This Morning reveals summer hosts covering Ben Shephard and Kat Deely's 7-week break. The wet summer weather has been causing havoc not just for us desperate for some sunshine, but also for Kaleb on the farm, as the poor conditions have made it hard to plant and sustain crops. Taking to Instagram, the agricultural expert shared an update to fans writing, "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season. We really don't need this rain in July after the winter we had," he commented, alongside a facepalm emoji. Kaleb's concerns come after the official Diddley Squat Instagram shared their own worries about the massive amount of rainfall over crops. In June, the DS page uploaded an aerial photo of flooded fields and wrote, "It's going to be a rough year. All that seed sowed, drowned with the constant rain." In a bid to battle against the potential losses, Jeremy has recently diversified his portfolio by buying a local Oxfordshire pub. The former Top Gear star revealed the news in his Sunday Times column, explaining that despite warnings from friends, pub life is the next challenge he wants to take on after his farm-owning journey. As one friend put it, "Owning a pub these days is even more daft than owning a farm," the TV star jokingly quotes in his article. But there's something inside a man that causes him to think, when he has the means, it'd be nice to buy the village boozer. Clarkson referenced his failure to get planning permission to open a restaurant on his Diddley Squat farm, efforts documented throughout his Amazon Prime series, was one of the more concrete reasons behind his decision to purchase an old Cotswoldy site in need of some restoration. "I also wanted a room I could turn into a clubhouse, which on wet weekdays would provide a mental health forum and a free pint for the nation's farmers," he went on to explain. "I wanted dogs and families round the fire, and a restaurant where absolutely everything had been grown or reared in Britain." On this topic, he continued, "Even the salt, pepper and wine. I had even decided there'd be no coffee or Coca-Cola." Jeremy Clarkson's farm to face difficult time as Kaleb Cooper shares concerns. Jeremy Clarkson's farming endeavors at Diddley Squat Farm are facing a potential setback due to an exceptionally wet July, as reported by his right-hand man Kaleb Cooper. Kaleb, aged 26, has voiced his concerns over the future of the farm following one of the dampest starts to July on record. Clarkson's foray into farming hasn't been smooth sailing, with the ironically named Diddley Squat yielding little profit. With the nation having endured a barrage of poor weather throughout much of the summer, Kaleb's outlook is far from optimistic. Taking to Instagram, he shared his apprehensions. "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season. We really don't need this rain after the summer we have had." His worries seem well-founded as the Met Office has issued flood warnings across the UK, predicting torrential downpours in many areas, reports the Mirror. The Met Office has highlighted the risks associated with the ongoing deluge, cautioning, "This is likely to lead to localized flooding, slower travel times, and a small chance that homes and businesses could be flooded. Some of the heavy rain may be accompanied by lightning, bringing a further hazard." Meanwhile, Clarkson, 64, appears to be diversifying his portfolio after his challenging stint in agriculture, having recently acquired a pub. Despite it not being officially open yet, the ex-Top Gear presenter opened the doors of his new establishment to the public for the Euro 2024 final on Sunday night. In light of England's football match against Spain, Jeremy, the boss of the windmill, had the pints flowing beneath the fluttering England flags. Although the game concluded in a heartbreaking defeat for Gareth Southgate's team, patrons at the Oxfordshire-situated pub surely found solace. Extending over 5 acres of picturesque Burford countryside, the windmill was reportedly acquired by Jeremy, best known as host to Clarkson's Farm and Amazon Prime's Grand Tour, for a sum less than £1 million. Interestingly, it is merely a 20-minute drive from Diddley Squat Farm and has high expectations to thrill tourists aplenty. Demonstrating his enthusiasm in an Instagram post on the Hawkstone account, Jeremy revealed a sneak peek of the bar's unforeseen opening, proudly pouring pints of his Hawkstone lager for eager customers. His video was accompanied by a revealing caption, "Last night we got a bit overexcited thinking that England might, so we accidentally opened our very unfinished pub for the game." More news to follow of a real opening much later in the summer or autumn. Despite lacking clarity on whether the event was open for public or merely private, he dropped subtle hints encompassing the official launch and mentioned, "It's going to be very many weeks before we've got it open. But by mistake we've got very many people in here.